master here, so there's no class. We're just going to be talking, and I think it could be a very interesting conversation. Thank you so much for registering. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for supporting Mami. I think having a film festival that is ours, for us, for our movies, for the South Asian diaspora, for the Indian diaspora, for young people who want to enter an industry that influences the entire world, from different parts of the country, from outside of the country, from people like Bhumi and I, with aspirations of wanting to make it and come to Mumbai and experience the magic of Mumbai. Mami is, well, the new Mami, the revamped Mami. The idea of what we want to create is a safe space for cinephiles, people who love movies, people who want to be in movies, people who want to learn the art of movies, people who want to understand the craft of movies. Because when I joined movies, and I don't know, tell me your experience, but when I joined movies, I thought it was just like wearing lots of makeup, and I mean, I was 17 years old, came from Bareilly. Zyada pata nahi tha. I thought it was wearing makeup and wearing great clothes and, you know, what you run on. Then you do, right?
Absolutely. It was only till I entered film school that I realized, oh my God, there's so much more to this.
You too went to film school. I didn't have the opportunity to go to a film school. I was thrown onto a film set.
Yeah.
So for those of you who have the opportunity to go to a film school, amazing. Because that gives you legs to be able to find your ground, have a sense of confidence when you're thrown onto a film set. I wish I had that kind of an experience, but my career has been my film set, and I learned everything from the filmmakers that I've worked with, from co-actors that I've worked with. But today is about the art of acting. What we as actors do, how we choose parts, how we break down characters, how we decide how to say lines when you have dialogues, and just the conversation around the craft of acting. So from two people who've had experience, mine is 23 years, Bhumi's slightly younger. Just slightly. I'm 2 decades here, oh my God. But I thought it would be really interesting for us as 2 generations of actors to be able to talk about our experiences for those of you who are interested in the art of acting. So should we do it?
Yes!
Let's do it.
Okay, so before we start, good afternoon, everyone. PC, just like everybody in this room, I'm your fan. And I have to acknowledge it because I don't think I've left a single moment to tell you how much I love you. And there are various reasons. It's just your journey, your choices, the woman that you are. You know, you've paved the path for so many of us. You know, I remember the first time I saw you, and I'm just going to take a couple of moments away here.
The story. It's really cute.
It's this anecdote that I have to share. So your brother Siddharth and I went to school together, and we had our yearly annual day, and I was told that Miss Priyanka Chopra is going to be our chief guest. That's it.
Wait, let's go back a little bit. What year is this? We're actors. Let's lay the land of the scene.
I think this was 2009?
Yeah, 8, 9?
8 or 9? 2008 or 9?
So imagine 2008 or 9, where I am. What movies would have been coming out of mine? Maybe...
Drona.
Fashion. That's right. Fashion. Yeah.
I'm glad you remember. मुझे इतना time हो गया याद ही नहीं रहता. Yes, gems of mine. Absolute gems. Must be a fan. But Bhumi and my brother were studying in the school called RIMS, and it was their annual day. And I'll set the scene, and then Bhumi, you can talk. I got brought into an auditorium like this, and there was a stage, and the students were performing, and we were watching people perform.
And then I come onto stage, and I've only looked at her for like maybe a 10-minute performance. Because you know, this woman that I adore.
Personal performance.
I was like, you know, because someone was like, oh my God, you think she's looking at me? And she was looking at me, and that's it. She gave me such a vivid memory for a lifetime. And the beauty of this is that I met her many years later. I had debuted, and we met at a party. It was Rohini's party where we met, and you remembered. I was like, how do you remember this? Because I was like this gawky teenager who'd just seen her idol, and I was going crazy, and I was like, oh my god, I just want to perform for her. Maybe she sees something in me, and she's like, why don't you come on as an AD on some film set of mine? That was my aspiration. But the beauty of it is you remembered, and you gave me another reason to love you. You are just brilliant, and that's why when Anupama and the team at Mami told me, let's do this, I was like, hell yeah. Because even for me, with my journey, I feel like with your everyday choices, it could be your films, just the way you conduct yourself, the things that you stand for, there's so much to be inspired by.
I really appreciate that, thank you.
So my first...
I don't think it takes a lot to remember special people. You made an impression, clearly.